Hey, what's up, guys? It's Boomy here, and I want to have a cryptocurrency conversation. I do. I'm really loving the crypto space, and I want to talk to you about some of the things that are on my mind in reference to cryptocurrency. And I just want to see if I can inspire you a little bit, or whether you agree or disagree with me on some points. So anything that I say should not be taken as financial advice. It is not financial advice. This is just for conversation slash entertainment purposes, and it's just my own opinion. So since about 2017, myself and me and my dad have been doing informal cryptocurrency education. I've had seminars. I help people to open their Coinbase account back then. Me and my dad have been doing videos together, just sharing our thoughts on what's happening in the space, why it is something that you ought to learn about. Um, and even when my parents were living in Panama, my father actually did some cryptocurrency education for students at their school in Panama. So, do we believe in cryptocurrency? Absolutely. Last year, you may have seen back in May, we did a cryptocurrency family retreat. So, my own opinion is that here we are 12 years, 13 years into this space of cryptocurrency, right? Digital currency, digital money, and it's new. It's funny because 3 years and I was talking and posting about it. I had some of my Facebook friends who were just like, oh, it's not going to last. It's a scam. And I was like, okay, they just don't understand what's going on. Like, get some education. So, what is happening now in the world is the process of adoption, meaning more and more people will be opening up crypto wallets. They will be purchasing their first cryptocurrencies. They will start using cryptocurrency. More and more businesses, as you see, big name businesses and companies. You've seen Grey Rock, you've seen Charles Schwab, you've seen um, JP Morgan. You've seen a lot of companies start to embrace cryptocurrency and use cryptocurrency. So that should be called a clue. I told you a couple years ago, guys, it should be called a clue. Now, what I see happening is this. So earlier this year, when we were having crypto conversations and when Bitcoin was at like 65, everybody was all this crypto chatter, right? Then came the reversal, came the crash. And if you didn't know anything about the market, you were surprised. If you had been a student of the market, you would know that when the bear market comes and things go down, normally Bitcoin drops back 80%. And then if you were a student of the market, you would also know that, and not even a student of the market, but just like kind of like listen and keep yourself in tune to what's happening, that then when the bull market comes back after the bear market, it goes past its highest high. So for me, it's no surprise that we are where we are right now, and being, Bitcoin's kind of just doing that sideways thing, that 18,000 to what, 21, 22,000. Some people say it may go down to 10. I don't care. I'm not surprised. I'm not going to be, oh, I'm going to take my money out of Bitcoin. And this is just me. I'm not telling you what to do. But that is because I'm a hodler. Hold on for dear life. Like, I didn't invest in Bitcoin a couple years ago in order for to like make money quickly and then, take money out and go do something with it, right? I have a long-term perspective, So when the reversals come, yeah, you got options. You can take your money out if you already have determined like a good point for that. When that point comes, you can take your money out, or you can just let it ride, knowing your account is going to go down. The only time that you lose is when you actually make that transaction and you sell for less than where you bought it. Then that is a realized loss. But if you don't do that, if you don't take out your money lower than where you bought it and you just wait for the market to go back up, you haven't lost anything. There's my father right there. I've been trying to get you to do a crypto video with me, so now I have to do it by myself. So let me know when you're available. So anyway, um, but I really care about people. Like I really want to see you prosper. And I'm just saying that don't let the crypto space do to you what the um I guess the tech boom space, the tech space did to me. Meaning like nobody told me and I didn't see the foresight or it wasn't even on my radar to invest in Amazon and invest in Google and some of the other tech stocks and all of that. Shoot, y'all, we all could have been sitting pretty. But nobody was like, hey Boomy, you should be investing in this. I'm telling you now, like, here is a special place in time with crypto. It's new. 12 years in, 13 years in is new when you're talking currencies, right? It's brand new. You still have a chance. One of my mentors in the space, he keeps saying, one of the things you want to do is see where everybody is going and get there first, right? The adoption is happening with cryptocurrency. You want to be there first. And when you're there, you want to have something of real value to sell them that they will need. That's another point as well. So, but just if you are a hodler, if you're holding on to Bitcoin, if you're holding on to Cardano, if you're holding on to Ethereum, just when the adoption happens throughout the world and more people own that currency, the value of it is going to go up just because of the sheer numbers of people who are going to be purchasing. So my point is become educated. I'm not telling you to go out today and buy. I'm not telling you what to do. Although with the market being low, where do you think is better to buy? When there's blood in the streets and everything is red and everything's down, everything's low, or at the height where everything is green and is high. And I know what some of you are going to do. You're like, people like say, oh yeah, crypto, didn't it crash? Okay, so what do you want to buy? You want to buy it at its height? Now is the opportunistic time, guys. Can't you see this? Can't you see that now where everything is down is the time to purchase? Would you rather buy Bitcoin at 18,000 or at 40,000? If you bought it at 18, even if it did go down to 10, because it could do that, do you think that it will one day go back up past 40? Do you think that one day it will go back past 18 where you bought it? Even if it just went to 19, you're in profit. But do you think it'll go to 40? Do you think it'll go to 65 where it was? Do you think it'll go past there? If you look at the cycles and you look at the history, if you know anything about adoption and what's going to happen as more and more people across the world embrace cryptocurrency, it's going to be, I mean, we're going to see $100,000 Bitcoin. And just what it is. So I'm just saying, with all thy getting, get understanding. With all thy getting, get what? Say understanding. Get understanding. I thank God that I'm a part of this space. Let me tell you as I start to end. Cryptocurrency, think what you want about it. All I know is this. I've got people in my space who say, oh, I ain't dealing with that. I've lost so much money. Because you were involved in, most people have been involved in crypto scams, Ponzi's, things that weren't like a legitimate business. You haven't lost so much money in the crypto space if you didn't, even with Bitcoin dropping, if you didn't take your money out, then you didn't have a realized loss yet. Okay, but if you did take your money out lower than where you bought it, well, then you did you did lose. You lost the value. So you shouldn't have done that. But if you were involved in a crypto scheme, then I'm sorry. You know, you just have to do your better due diligence to check out real vetted programs. Real vetted, like, here's one thing I knew. So if you've been following me and watching for the last couple of years, you've heard me say, look, I don't have any business to sell you. I don't have any business for you to join. I'm just trying to teach you and educate you. Get the book, Bitcoin in Black America. Get the book. I forget some of the other titles the one with the grandma on it, and say, oh, don't get left behind, right? I was just sharing some things with you. But this is one thing I always knew. I always knew that if there could be a cryptocurrency backed by real world commodities, that we could really like do some make some major strides in our accounts, 7-figure accounts, because crypto has done me really, really well. Like a lot of the things that you see that I've been able to accomplish was because I positioned myself in the crypto space. Thank God for cryptocurrency. That's all I got to say. I love it. You need to learn. Well, I ain't telling you what to do, but I'm just saying it makes sense to learn more. Okay. So anyway, it served me very, very well. 6 figures well. However, I thought, man, if there could ever be crypto like really backed by something like real world commodities, oh my God, that'd be awesome. That'd be like a prayer. Well, guys, I have found it. I found it. A friend of mine who has never been involved in any of kind of crypto scam, because he always checks out things really thoroughly, like over and over and over again with a fine tooth comb. He said, I got something you got to look at. And so we have a project that's backed by oil, gold, like real gold in the mines, getting it out, natural gas, like down in the ground digging for natural gas, aluminum, agriculture, like real agriculture, profit producing fields, like, like hemp and soybeans and some other things. Like, I'm so excited. I've been hearing about the commodities market since I was in elementary school. My father was watching Wall Street Week. I knew nothing about me, little old me, making money and profiting from commodities. Nothing about it. Knew nothing about how to even get involved in it. But now that I have been introduced to, so grateful. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Crypto backed by commodities. I'm in it to win it. It is such a beautiful thing. It's such a beautiful thing. If you want to know more about that, hit me up and I'll share with you. I am not stingy with information. It's up to you to do your own due diligence, and I can help you to do that due diligence, but I want you to know about it because I want you to win. Some people just like are selfish. They just want themselves to prosper. Like, why? Why, if you found something great, why wouldn't you want to introduce it to somebody else? If you found something that's made you 10,000, that's made you 100,000, why wouldn't you share and tell everybody? Like, I don't believe in having. I have an abundance consciousness, not a scarcity consciousness. So for me, if I find something that's blessing me, I want to tell other people about it. That's just how I am. That's how my family is. It's just how we've been. I don't believe that if I tell you about something and you start winning, that takes anything from me. No. We know that the way that God has made this universe, that is for expansion. This universe is for expansion and fuller expression. So it's like there's more and more and more and more. Just because you get doesn't mean there's less for other people. No, it'll keep expanding. There's more for everyone. So that's my crypto conversation today. And I'm going to have more crypto conversations because it's where it's at. I love it. I'm excited about it. I got friends who I'm saying, and to my friends, I say, open up your account. Purchase your first cryptocurrency. Fund it. Come on. Don't get left behind, y'all. Like, let's go. So whoever sees this video under the sound of my voice, consider yourself one of my friends. You can reach out to me, call me, connect with me. I'll help you as best I can. Again, disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. I'm just me who has the experience of me that I'm sharing with you. If you want to call me, because I'm willing to share, 980-888-2000. I love you guys, and it's time to get excited. As my father says, get excited or stay broke forever. And we